Myself, Mrs. Sneha Prakash Kshatriya from Sivri Crossroad MPS Secondary School welcomes you in statewide lectures of BMC. So, as if we are going to revise all the things which we have already revised. So, today I am going to take the part of triangle in which we are going to see about the congruence of triangle also, and we will see the altitude and median of the triangle also. So, all the triangle part we will cover in only one lecture. So, first in which triangle we have learned, that is congruence of triangle. Okay, congruence means, what is the idea of congruence? Congruence means identical. Whatever the two things are there, if they are identical, whatever it may be. Okay, so if two things are there which are identical, then they are called as congruent, or that is what the idea of congruence. So congruence means identical, and that congruence we have to learn in triangle. So here I have drawn two triangles which are congruent, because how we say they are congruent? Two triangles, when and why we say they are congruent? When it's each side, if both the triangles, whatever given to you, are identical, then we can say that the given triangles are congruent. See here, I have here two different triangles. Okay, here I have two different triangles, and how we can say that they are identical? These two triangles are identical. How we will say? If we put both the triangles on each other. If we put both the triangles on each other, and if they form an identical form, there is no extra space. They are what? Identical. Here you cannot see a red color. Here you cannot see a white color. Okay. Then these two triangles are called as congruent triangles. If we put both the triangles on each other, if we put both the triangles on each other, and if they form an identical like this, then this triangle is called as identical, congruence of triangle. Then this is what the idea of congruence of triangle. They should be come on each other identically. Okay, there should not be any extra space in between them. So when we will see that these two triangles are congruent, if the sides, okay, if the sides, this side and this side are congruent, then we can say that these two triangles are congruent. And if the angle so formed at here, at this vertex, see here at this vertex, and at this vertex, if angle so called form at all these three vertex, then we can say that these two triangles are congruent. Now see, whatever the angle here it is, the same angle is here. जो एंगल यहाँ पे है वही एंगल यहाँ पे है, सेम एंगल. दिस एंगल एंड दिस एंगल इज सेम, दिस एंगल एंड दिस एंगल इज सेम, and this angle and this angle is same. So what we are going to tell you, that if we put both the triangles on each other, they form an identical one. So that is what the congruence of triangle. So for that congruence of triangle, we need 6 different things. What 6 different things we need? That side AB should be congruent to side PQ. Side BC should be congruent to side QR. And side AC should be congruent to side PR. All the sides should be congruent. Okay. And also the angles. Angle A should be congruent to angle B. Angle B should be congruent to angle Q. And angle C should be congruent to angle R. Like this. I'll write down here. Side AB congruent, side PQ. Then side BC congruent, side QR, and side AC congruent, side PR. This is related to side, and side. Now the next, that is angle. Angle A congruent to angle P, angle B congruent to angle Q, and angle C congruent to angle R. This is related to angle. This is related to side. This is related to angle. Now, if all sides are equal and all angles are equal, then we will say that these two triangles are congruent. Okay, these two triangles are congruent, and how it is written? It is written like this: triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. ABC triangle is congruent to triangle PQR. Now in this congruence of triangle, one thing is very important, that is sequence. What kind of sequence you are taking of first triangle, the same sequence you have to take for the second triangle. If in first triangle you are taking ABC, then in second triangle you have to take PQR only. The side, adjacent side and its adjacent side, according to that. This side is there, afterward this side is there, afterward this side is there. So the sequence is very important. ABC is congruent to PQR. You cannot write like this, ABC congruent to PRQ. Triangle ABC congruent to triangle PRQ. This is wrong. This sequence is wrong. Because if you are taking ABC, then you should take PQR, not PRQ. Why? I'll take again these two triangles. Okay, I have taken these two triangles. Now, if I change the vertex, suppose this is A, B, and C, and right side it is P, Q, and R. Okay. Now I am taking ideal triangles, means what? They should come upon each other. And if I am taking P, Q, R, means what? I am changing the vertex of this R. I am changing like this or like this. Like this. Changing the vertex like this. Okay. So here you can see extra part is there. Here you can see this and here again. So there is difference between this. This will be more clear. Okay. This will be more clear. Now see here. This is what the extra part. I have joined one vertex. One vertex I have keep as it is. See here. ABC, ABC. And PQR की जगह पे PRQ. तो एक vertex हमने same रखा है. A की जगह पे P. That vertex is same. A and P is same. Only we have to take BC. So second I have taken QR. So one vertex I have kept here same. But other two vertex there is difference. See here, here red part comes outside and here white part comes outside. So after taking one same vertex, your remaining parts or remaining triangle doesn't come equal or congruent. जो remaining triangle है, वो congruent नहीं आ रहा है. That's why it is very important that the sequence should be same. What kind of sequence you are taking? That sequence is very important. If you are taking ABC, then take PQR only. The sequence is very important. Okay. So this, whatever this part is there, PQR, this PQR does not exist. So here what you have to write, PQR, not PRQ. PRQ is wrong, PQR is right. So whenever two triangles are given to you, and you have to write the triangle of congruence, and it may be changed. It may be changed मतलब क्या? That ये जो PQR है, ये उल्टा करके लिखेंगे. So this will become P, this will become Q, this will become R. PQ is congruent to AB, QR is congruent to this, and PR is congruent to AC. Angle A is congruent to angle B is congruent, B is congruent to Q, and C is congruent to R. Like this. Just up and down, they will make the figure. They both are congruent. They both are congruent, but they will change the rotation. They will keep it moving like this. So it may be moving like this, but what according to we have to go, that if AB is congruent to PQ and BC is congruent to QR, then the sequence should be ABC and PQR. Like this. Whatever the triangle they may give to you, but you have to write them in a proper sequence only. Okay. And for that, we need these 6 values. Okay, angles. But if we have, if we have given 2 different triangles, and we have to prove them congruent. Then do we need all these 6 parts? We don't need all these 6 parts. Okay. If all the sides are equal, we can say that this triangle is, these two triangles or whatever the given triangles are congruent, because if sides are same, it means what? Your angle is also same, and everything becomes same. Okay. So we don't need all the 6. What we need is any 3. So any 3 in what which we need, that first is by using the test. So हमें क्या चाहिए? To prove that two triangles are congruent. If two triangles are given and we have to prove that these two triangles are congruent, then what are the things which we want? What are the things which we want? That is 3 sides and 3 angles. But for proving two triangles, it is congruent. Is it necessary to prove all the 6? No, it is not necessary to prove all the 6. We can take any 3. Any 3 like this, all 3 sides, all 3 angles, 2 side, 1 angle, 2 angles, 1 side, like this we can take. Okay. So there comes 6 different possibilities. But in that 6 different possibilities, we have to learn only 4 possibilities. Means what? First possibility is here side, side, side. Second is side, angle, side. Third is ASA. Fourth one is your AAS. AAS. Fifth one is your SSA, and sixth one is AAA. These are the 6 possibilities we can prove here. But these 2 possibilities we don't have to learn. Double SA, दो sides अगर congruent है और एक angle congruent है, तो ये जो है ये प्रॉपर्टी हमें नहीं है. और ट्रिपल एंगल मतलब क्या? कि तीनों के एंगल सेम है. If the angle of all the 3 sides of triangles are same, all the angles of the vertices are same, but height may differ. So that's why that this property and this property does not satisfy. So we have to learn these 4 properties, and one more property here it is added, and that is your hypotenuse side test. Hypotenuse side test. Right hand test, RHT. This RHT. Right hypotenuse test. So these are 5 tests which we have to learn here, and we will see one by one. Okay. So ये 5 tests है. First is SSS. SSS means what? If all the sides are congruent of given triangle, then we will say that the given 2 triangles are congruent by using triple S test, SSS test. Afterwards, then SAS. Now we have to change here. SAS. Now we have to take here different examples, because here side, angle and side we have to prove, and in which there is a little difference. If 2 triangles are given to you, like this, 2 triangles are given to you. Okay, A, B and C, P, Q and R. Now, SAS. S stands for side, A stands for angle. You can write it down here also. S means side, A means angle. Now, what we are having is one side, afterwards an angle, and again a side are congruent. So here if we say AB is congruent to PQ, angle B is congruent to angle Q, and side BC is congruent to angle QR, side QR. Then we can say that given these 2 triangles are congruent by which test? SAS test. By using SAS test. How? Because side adjacent angle को ही फिर से side. They come in a sequence. So we have proved this as by using which test? That is side, angle and side. But if this angle is at C, if this angle is at C and this angle is at Q, if I say that angle C is congruent to angle R, angle C is congruent to angle R, then does this satisfy the test of SAS? No, it does not satisfy the test of SAS because the angle should lie between two lines. The angle, whatever the angle is there, it should lie between the two sides. अगर ये side है, ये side है, ये side है, ये side है, तो दोनों side के बीच में, it should lie in between them. It should lie at C, and here it should lie at B, and here it should lie at Q. Otherwise, if it is lie on angle C and angle R, then your side should be AC. Your congruent side should be AC, and your here congruent side should be PR. Then we can say that these two triangles are congruent. If angle C and angle R are congruent, then your side AC and side PR should be congruent. So I have told you that sequence is very important here. So for this test also sequence is very important, that in between two sides angle should lie. Between two sides angle should lie. Then only we can say that these two triangles are congruent by using SAS test. SAS test नाम में ही आता है साइड एंगल साइड. So दो साइड के बीच में एंगल चाहिए. Similarly here in this third test, what is the difference? ASA, दो एंगल के बीच में साइड चाहिए. Between two angles, one side should come. See here, first triple S was there, in which middle side was replaced by angle, and now here in triple A is test there, in which angle is replaced by side. Because triple angle we don't use this trace, that does not exist in this. We have only this four possibilities. The remaining two possibilities were cancelled. They are not here in this syllabus. Okay, that two tests does not satisfy each and everything. That two tests don't give us two triangles are congruent. That's why they are not there. So here we have taken what triple S tha, side is replaced by angle, and here two angles are there in which between there is side. So here we can change accordingly. Two angles, whatever it may be. So this is two triangles ABC and again PQR. Now this angle C is congruent to angle R. Angle B is congruent to angle Q. And side BC is congruent to side QR. Now see here two triangles are there. Angle B, angle Q, angle C, angle R. These two angles are there in between that side lines. Then we can say that this two triangles are congruent by using ASA test. These two triangles are congruent by using ASA test. Take any two angles. Okay? Any two angles you can take. If you don't want to take this B and Q angle, you can take A. You can take A and P. Okay? A and P, but your side will change now. Now here these two angles are congruent, A and C, P and R. Then the side which lies in between these two angles, that is AC and PR. The side which lies between these two is AC and PR. Therefore, now we can say that these two triangles are congruent by using ASA test. By using ASA test. Now the fourth one. Fourth one, that is AAS. Okay, again angle and side. दो angle है, उसके बाद में ये है side है. That is also a test in which we can prove here. I'll draw again the triangles. ABC, PQR. Okay. Now what is the fourth one? Now we have completed 1, 2, and 3. We have seen all the three. Now what is the fourth one? Angle, angle and side. The difference between these two tests is very greater because angle between two angles one side should be there, and what is here, after two angles one side should be there. After two angles, if you take this angle, then after that angle you should having a adjacent side, either this side or this side, whatever it is, doesn't matter. You can take angle, angle and side, or you can take angle, angle and side, like this. So any two angles which are adjacent, after A either B will come, after A either C will come. Take AB or AC, whatever angle you take doesn't matter. But if you are taking any angle, if you are taking these two angles, you can take side this also or this also, not this. If you take this side, then your test will change. It will go to ASA. It will go to ASA. But what we are having AAS. So here angle, angle and side. Here also angle, angle and side. Then we can say that these two triangles ABC and PQR are congruent by using AAS test, or it is also called as SAA. It is also said as SAA. See here, side, angle and angle. So that is also the same thing. Just they have changed the sequence. Here they have what done? Angle पहले लिया था, side बाद में लिया था. यहाँ पे क्या है? Side पहले लिया, बाद में दोनों angle लिए. Okay, they have not changed the sequence. Just they have written it oppositely. AAS, SAA, like this. Okay, so this is what the congruence of triangle, in which we have seen four properties. First is triple S, second is SAS, third is ASA, and fourth is AAS, or it is said as SAA. Now fifth one, that is RHT, means right hypotenuse test. Means right angle test or hypotenuse side test. It is called like this. So if you know that it is hypotenuse or right hypotenuse test, means what? One angle is of your 90 degree. One angle is of 90 degree. Okay. And what is the condition over here? That the angle should be 90 degree and any two sides should be congruent. Any two sides should be congruent. Any two sides congruent. So if AB is congruent to PQ and AC is congruent to PR, this is your right hypotenuse test. Right angle, this BI is congruent to angle Q because it is both 90 degrees. So angle B is congruent to angle Q. Side AB is congruent to PQ and AC is congruent to PR. AC is congruent to PR. Okay. So either AC is congruent to PR, that is also okay, or BC is congruent to QR. BC is congruent to QR. One and the same thing. Any two sides should be congruent. Doesn't matter this two, or this two, whatever it is. Any two sides should be congruent. So that is what your right hypotenuse test, or it is also called as hypotenuse side test. So these are five different tests which from which you can prove that even any two triangles are congruent. Your first exercise of your triangle chapter is depend upon first and second exercise is completely depend on this part about finding which given two triangles are congruent. Okay. So this was the part of congruence. We have seen what is congruence. Idea of congruence means what? The identical. Whatever the given two pictures, if they are identical, then that is what called as congruent. And congruence of triangle, we have taken two different triangles. When we will say that these two triangles are congruent, if we put both the triangles on each other, then if there is nothing extra part comes outside that, means what? That both the triangles are congruent. And in which sequence is very important. If you are writing ABC, according to that only you have to write down the second triangle's name also, that is PQR. Okay. So that is very important. And for congruence, we have different tests here, 5 different tests, and which we have seen. First one is triple S test, that if all the sides of the triangle are congruent, then we will say that the given two triangles are congruent. Then if side angle and side of a triangle is congruent, then again we will say that the given two triangles are congruent. In which the sequence is very important, that after side, angle should come, after angle, again side should come. Similarly here, angle should come, then side, and then angle. You cannot write anything anywhere. It does not satisfy the test. Okay, so that is sequence is very important, that after angle, side should come, side के बाद में फिर से angle should come. And again here, angle, angle and side. So after two angles, side should come, or after side, two angles should come, like that only. So they both are same. And the last one, that is right hypotenuse test or hypotenuse side test, means what? If the one angle of a triangle is 90 degrees, then remaining any two sides, three sides may say any two sides are congruent, then we can say that the given triangles are congruent. But now if I say that in this triangle AB is congruent to PR and BC, यहाँ पे BC जो है वो congruent to PR, is it possible? Okay, one BC and here PR is there, these sides are given as congruent, then that is not possible, because here PR is hypotenuse and AC is hypotenuse. So यहाँ पे एक side की value और वहाँ पे hypotenuse की side की value. If these two parts are given like this, then this property does not satisfy, because if BC side is given, then QR only will come, because it is what? Adjacent to the angle. So BC के बाद में यहाँ पे अगर लिखना है तो QR ही देना पड़ेगा. You cannot write like this PR also. Okay, so you cannot show that BC is congruent to PR. So that will become a wrong test. So this is important, that BC is congruent to QR. So this becomes our fifth test, that is right hypotenuse test. Okay. Hope you have understood all the part of congruence of a triangle. Now we will see the altitude and median of the triangle. What is altitude? What is median? If we draw all the altitudes, altitudes of a triangle. What is mean by an altitude? Now if I draw a triangle like this, A, B, C. Okay, before starting this triangles chapter, I have told you about the angles. There are 4 basic types of angles. And what are they? The first one is acute angle. Second one is right angle. Third one is obtuse angle. And fourth one is straight angle. These 4 types of angles we have learned here. Okay. Acute angle means what? The angle, any angle, if it is given to you and its value is less than 90 degrees, then it is called as acute angle. Okay. And what is mean by right angle? An angle triangle is given to you and in which one angle is 90 degree, then it is called as right angle triangle. What is the obtuse angle triangle? Obtuse angle triangle, if any angle given to you in a triangle is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree, then it is called as obtuse angle triangle. And with the fourth one, that is right angle triangle, that is the straight line we have seen yesterday in yesterday's lecture. What is straight angle? Which is form of 180 degree, that is what here straight angle. The angle which is less than 90 degree, which is equal to 90 degree, which is greater than 90 degree, and which is equal to 180 degree. So these four basic angles are very important. Now if you see in this triangle, all the angles are less than 90 degree. All the angles are less than 90 degrees. So this is what your acute angle triangle. And the second one is right angle triangle. This is like this. Any one angle is right angle. And which one is the obtuse one? So any angle which is greater than 90 degree. That is what your obtuse angle triangle. And then is a straight line. So these three triangles, why I am going to tell you, because when we draw the altitudes in these three different triangles, it comes different. Whenever we are draw all the altitudes of these three triangles, it comes different sides. So for that purpose, I have shown you all these three triangles. Why I have taken these three triangles. Okay. So now if I draw a triangle like this ABC, and if I draw a perpendicular from any vertex to the opposite side, from any vertex to the opposite side, if I draw a perpendicular, then that is called as an altitude. That is called as an altitude. A perpendicular drawn from any vertex to the opposite side is called an altitude. And we have to see the different altitudes. From B also we can draw a perpendicular. Now it is not a perpendicular actually. Straight. It should come straight. Okay. So now this is what your perpendicular, and the third one from C. So this is what your perpendicular. So here we can write A, P, B, S, and C, D like this. So AP is perpendicular over BC. AT is perpendicular over side BC. BS is perpendicular over AC. BS is perpendicular over AC, and DC is perpendicular over AB. Okay, so this whatever the perpendiculars I have drawn, this AT, BS, and DC, these are what your altitudes. These are what your altitudes. Altitudes means what? Any perpendicular line drawn from a vertex to the opposite side, then that is called as an altitude. Okay. So this is an acute angle triangle. So all the if we draw all the altitudes, it passes through only one point. It passes through only one point, and that point is called as orthocenter. That point is called as orthocenter. That point is called as orthocenter. So this is very important part of altitudes. If we draw all the three altitudes, then they pass through only one point, and that point is called as orthocenter. That point is called as orthocenter. So what is an altitude? A perpendicular line drawn from any vertex to the opposite side is called as an altitude. Here in each triangle we can draw three altitudes from three vertices to the opposite sides. Here AT is perpendicular over BC. So AT, BS, and BC, all these three are what we are altitudes. This point of congruence means what? They are concurrent to each other. Means what? They coincide with each other, intersect each other at one point, and that point of intersection is called as orthocenter. Now, for this three different triangles, acute angle triangle, right angle triangle, and obtuse angle triangle, where will come that orthocenter that we will see here. Now, in front of you, whatever the triangle is there, that is acute angle triangle. So this is what here acute. Here acute angle triangle. Okay. Now after acute angle, what is the second one? That is right angle triangle. So second, that is right angle triangle. This is right angle triangle A, B, and C. A, B, and C. Now what we have to do? We have to draw a perpendicular from each and every vertex to the opposite side. Now if we take vertex A की opposite side कौन सी है? BC. BC is the opposite side. Now we have to draw a perpendicular. We have to draw a perpendicular from segment A to BC. But it is already drawn. See here, this AB. Okay, on that only I am not writing, because if that only I will write, they will merge each other. So I have to show only, but they are the same only. Okay, this is the same. Whatever the dotted line I have drawn, it is the same. This is the vertex, B vertex. Okay, so this is the perpendicular over BC. From C, if I draw a perpendicular, it will come like this only, from this point only. It will come here perpendicular. And from point B to AC, I have to draw a perpendicular. Then I will draw it like this. This is the perpendicular. From A, we draw a perpendicular over BC. From B, we draw a perpendicular over AB. And from B, I have drawn a perpendicular over AC. Then all the three perpendiculars cross from the point B. जो तीनों के तीनों है, वो कहाँ से जा रहे हैं? B से ही जा रहे हैं. The point of concurrence of all the three altitudes, it's what? P. So in right angle triangle, whatever the altitudes or the orthocenter is there, it lies at the vertex of the right angle. It lies at the vertex of the right angle. So you have to remember these things, that in right angle triangle, if we draw the altitudes, so the orthocenter is what here? The vertex of angle, right angle triangle. The vertex of right angle triangle is the orthocenter of the right angle triangle. And the third one, that is obtuse angle triangle. Obtuse angle triangle. Okay, like this. If I draw a obtuse angle triangle, this is again A, this is B, and this is C. Then where is the orthocenter? From A, we have to draw a perpendicular over BC. So a perpendicular निकालनी है, okay? We have to draw a perpendicular. But BC is segment this much only, so we have to extend it here. We have to extend it here in the negative direction. So this becomes the perpendicular. Okay. So from B we have to draw a perpendicular over AC. So perpendicular over BC, it will come like this. This is perpendicular. And from C we have to draw a perpendicular. From C, if we draw a perpendicular, then it will coincide at this point. Okay, it will come and coincide at this point, because if we draw on AB, we have to draw. Okay, so if I draw this AB extended like this, then perpendicular from B is this to this will come. And it will pass through this point. And this is what the perpendicular. So the orthocenter of the obtuse angle triangle will come outside the triangle. Whatever the orthocenter is there, this orthocenter is there, that it will come outside the triangle. because your AB is extended for drawing perpendicular from C point, and your BC is again extended to the left hand side to draw A, whatever the line is there perpendicular. For this perpendicular, you have to extend two different lines. Okay, and after that, all the 3 points come and join over here. So what you have to remember that in acute angle triangle, the orthocenter is inside the triangle. For right angle triangle, the orthocenter is at the right angle triangle, vertex of right angle triangle. And for obtuse angle triangle, the orthocenter is outside the triangle. So these are the properties of altitudes of triangles. Now we will see the median. What is the median of a triangle? Now altitudes means what's a perpendicular drawn from the vertex to the opposite side. Now median means what? Median means what? If any triangle is given to you, suppose A, B and C, it cuts the opposite side in two equal parts. It cuts the opposite sides in two equal parts. Means from A, and if I draw AB, then your BD is equal to DC. BD is equal to DC. So that the cuts that whatever the opposite side in two equal parts. Similarly, if I draw from here also, it cuts the A and C in two equal parts. Similarly, if I draw from here also, it cuts AB, BE and CF. Okay, BE cuts the AC part in two equal parts, and CF cuts the AB in two equal parts. Like this, all the medians if we draw, and in triangle, any kind of triangle, it might be acute angle triangle, it might be right angle triangle, it might be obtuse angle triangle. In any kind of triangle, all the medians, whatever the point, their congruence is there, that lies inside the triangles. And the point of congruence, the point at which all the three medians meet, and that is called as centroid. The point, this is called as centroid. The point at which all the three medians come and coincide with each other, that is called as centroid. Okay. And the centroid divides the given, whatever the given ratio, the line is there, that is in the ratio 2:1. 2:1 means whatever the part this is, that is 2 times as to 1. So this AD is divided into 2:1 ratio. That point of centroid is called as G. It is denoted by G. Centroid is denoted by G. Their orthocenter was denoted by O. Now here centroid is G. So AG and GD is given in the ratio. AG as to GD is given in the ratio 2:1. It is given in the ratio 2:1. Similarly, all BG as to GE again 2:1. CG as to GF, that is again 2:1. So all the medians which cuts each other, that comes in the ratio 2:1. So above is 2 parts, then below is 1 part, like this. So this is what the basics of all triangle. Which we have learned today about the triangles, idea of congruence of triangles, how we are saying the given two triangles are congruent, by which test, 5 tests we have seen there. Then we have seen about the altitudes and median. The very first part we are going to see here also in triangle chapter, that is altitudes and medians. Related to altitudes and median, there are different theorems which we have to learn, and by using that theorems we are going to solve the examples. So basic part we have already done here. So whenever we are going to start our chapter, at that time we are not going to revise it a lot, because we have taken already a lot of revision over here. Okay, thank you very much everyone.
Yes, teacher, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.